not be the most prominent for either of these two schools, but it's one that can easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoff. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Gators started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So LSU's offense will get first crack at it today. It was close the last time these two got together. The Gators nipped the Bayou Bengals in a memorable game.
They sure did, and they made the plays that they needed to make late in the game. These games between Florida and LSU are oftentimes so evenly matched because both teams have so much NFL talent.
Taking a shot on the first play. Makes the grab on the left side. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Lost a throw on 1st down. Got his man on the outside. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This crowd full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Makes a connection. He's there to make the stop, but not before he... Up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Trying play action. Looking for space to the left.
that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly, and you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Florida's offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Off play action. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Tight end now in motion. With the catch, it's Watkins. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Got his man in the middle.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Oh, he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right foot. Nice job.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Gets it out fast. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, LSU! Great job by the back on the option.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Quick completion on the out route. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun on 3rd down. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On a little time, lets it go. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
And a lot of history between these two teams, because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. And the Gators decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. He'll keep it himself. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. LSU quick to the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Intercepted number 19. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Florida! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. The short hands, it's Morris. There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
Firing to the right, complete. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Utah State has the lead right now. Logan has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They are up by 7 over UTSA. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin... Oh, he's got some space. Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This crowd on hand, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got a chance. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Morris.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it inside the 25. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down and 2nd and 9. Lost a throw. He's working against the clock. It's caught. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw. Now sliding to his left. Looking for the goal line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
2 straight drives ending in fumbles now for this offense. Guys just have to start hanging.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The inside handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, seems like every time Florida and LSU get together, magic happens. And halfway through this one, the sparks have been flying. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. 2 quarters to go. Time to find out who comes out on top, guys, between the Tigers and Gators.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Gator! And here they come, almost all the way back.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
I'll tell you, it's tough to complete 2-point conversions. Obviously, very small windows to throw into. Couldn't come away with that one. Let's see how that affects the outcome.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Morris. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Morris. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. To the air on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Power football with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. The throw. He caught it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quickly out to the tight end. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. And now on second down for this offense. Send the tight end in motion. To the air on second down. Took a shot as he threw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Turning it on. Bulldozes his way through. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. The Gators, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Gators are on the move. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They run the reverse. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss. And the Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The running back has it. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. And the comeback is on.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game one.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Got it in the middle. It's Morris. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. They'll immediately call timeout. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth. Makes the grab past the marker. Quick step and go. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. Fourth down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big fourth down conversion.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Short gain on the play before he slides. The Gators will hustle to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the catch on the right side. Touchdown, Gator! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. We'll see how aggressive this defense is with just a few minutes to play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. This time he's got his man. Racing down the left side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. There he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
Well, a lot of bad things happening on that play if you're on offense because, 1, you lost yards, but 2, you ran out of bounds. You've got the lead. You want to bleed this clock. It's one thing to lose yards, but stay in bounds. Just go down.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Give to the back. Finding an escape route. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a 1st down. Toss sweep to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Morris.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
A first down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Got his man. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. At midfield, he's got room. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They've got the score, 13 seconds to play, and now they have to recover the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He wants to go deep. Got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun. Fires to the end zone. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
From the gun. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another